You're listening to Off Limits.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. For some reason, there's a delay once I stop the music and it picks up my mic again. I'll try to fix that for the next show. Yeah, David, if you want to call in, the number is 214-377-048. Oh, there you are. Hi. How are you?
Hey, sorry.
I was like, you're not calling the right number because that's not ringing over here. I was like, what the hell? Let's see here. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure I can hear you on the show here real quick. Let's see if I can hear you real quick.
Can you hear me?
So I can hear you. Let's see if it's picking you up. Hold on. Make sure. Yeah. Well, that's me. Okay, good. It's picking you up. Yay. Okay, so what's up, David? How are you?
I'm actually good. I don't get much rest, so early tonight was good for me. So, but I'm good. I'm doing good.
Oh, good. So your mom is doing better, or what's going on with her?
We've had a couple of good weeks. So I'm surprised and I'm happy. But my mom's kind of contrary. So
Oh, I know.
even if she's having a good week, it's a bad week for her. So it's a little drama today, but I wasn't involved in it. I let my sister handle it. So
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you're having a bad time there. Hopefully things will get better for you. And Nikki is doing bad too, you said? Or what's going on?
not necessarily bad. You know, we all have our moments when we don't think anything's going right, and she would kill me if she'll listen to the show. She's like, "So we talking about my personal life?"
Oh, sorry.
but no, she's fine. You know, we all have our moments when we're not particularly having the best time, and she's having one of those.
It's just went in the funk or whatever, right? Just sort of like in a funk.
Yeah. We had a really good conversation earlier today, and we actually talked about what I put in the chat earlier about that show. We were talking about our personal experiences, and we talked for a long time. I had to actually get her off the phone because I said I need to lay down for an hour before I go to work. But but yeah, so I feel sorry for her, you know, not even sorry. We just need to get our mojo up and running because you know we stuck you said stuck in a funk and me being back here and taking care of my mom and this the Midwest is just horrible. I don't like it. I don't like being here and but this is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
There's no other option for me right now,
Right.
but doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing. So
Well, are
you
you
know,
still going to go back to school?
yes, I am, and that starts on the 19th, which I think it's Monday, but my first class is not until like Thursday. So
Oh, good. So are you excited?
I was, but I'm my no. My thing is though, I'm like, and I try to tell my the people that are in my life, my family's like, I'm gonna need time. I'm gonna be, concentrating on something. My focus is going to be diverted from you onto this, which
Right.
not that they're not important, but I need some other people to step up within the family because I have a very small family, just my sister and I, and I'm going to need her to step up a little bit more and take on some more of the responsibilities that I've been doing all summer long. But today, well, tomorrow, is the last day I have my nephew during the week because he goes to school on Wednesday. So I'll have some more time after Tuesday because I won't have to babysit anybody Monday through Friday.
Good.
Yeah, it was starting to stress me out because I didn't have a moment to myself. Working on Mondays and Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, and then from
School.
Tuesday to Thursday, I was taking care of him. Not that he needs to be taken care of; he's 12 years old, but um, he wants to be under Uncle David all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
He just wants to be attached to me, and I'm like, I need to breathe, boy. Sit down. But I love him. I wouldn't trade them since I don't have any children of my own. I think I've said this to you before. I'm happy to have them in my life. I don't know what I would do without my
Well,
sister's children.
well,
So
of course. It's not. I mean, it's only human to want your time to yourself and need time to yourself, and that's understandable.
totally. But anyhow, but yeah, we're gonna have that show hopefully on tomorrow night, maybe tomorrow Wednesday night, and we'll probably because I still haven't figured out the whole getting like you're doing with the talk on Spreaker. So I'm gonna do it on BTR.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about that. She doesn't really want to because she feels that she's going to divulge too much of herself. I'm like, I said the conversation we had now would have been perfect for the show.
Right.
I mean, perfect. It was too long. You only get some 30-minute
That's hard to say. Yeah.
but it was good. We had a really good conversation.
Well,
but
she just, I mean, I understand what she means. I don't know what you're talking about specifically, but I mean, I know that is a very personal thing, especially how you're being treated by the people in your life or, coming up and how you've been treated. That's a very personal thing.
Yeah, we have actually, it's so funny, our lives right now are kind of mirroring each other with our parents. And it's not. It's sometimes can be very unpleasant, but I told her she's a little nicer than I am because I'm a real bitch.
No
excuse
shit.
my language, and I'm like, yes, girl, you need to get the backbone because letting people be this way towards you is not acceptable. And but as long as I talk to her, and like she's probably my best friend. Even though she's my cousin, she's probably my best friend, and we've been close ever since. I remember the first time I actually met her. It was in the '70s. I think it was when Ronald Reagan got shot. You remember when Ronald Reagan got shot?
1980, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's the first time I ever met her, and I remember when they were leaving because they rode the Greyhound down to my city, and I remember when she left, we embraced like we were never going to see each other again, and we've been connected ever since.
That's really sweet.
My sister really didn't like it because she thought I was closer to her than I was to my sister. There's a little jealousy going on. I'm like, whatever, girl. Girl. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You trying to say something?
No, I was just gonna say. So, I don't think you're required to be best friends with your sister. I mean, most of the time, people aren't.
Yeah, and the thing is, my sister and I, we're extremely close. We're probably too close, And when I moved away, it kind of changed the dynamic because we were so involved in one of each other's lives.
Yeah.
My sister's my big sister. She's always going to be my big sister, and she's always going to protect me. And she thinks that she has to mother me sometimes. I'm like, I don't need, I'm the one that, not that I'm bragging or anything, but they've always stayed in this area. They've never really traveled, and I've traveled, and of course I've lived in a different city, and I've
Right.
done a whole lot of different things. And I'm like, okay, I don't need the nurturing anymore. But she's so protective over me, and if somebody would,
it could be smothering.
No, and plus, like I said, we were so intertwined in each other's lives. When she first had my niece, I was pretty much the dad.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think my parents should have to have raised another child. They raised me and my sister. They shouldn't have to help raise this one. So I took it, and that was a choice. I took upon helping her with my niece, and me and my niece have a very strong bond as well. So even though we can't stand each other a lot of the times, we have a very, very close bond, my family, because we're so small, and we're probably too close. It's probably the problem because we get on each other's nerves on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, that's family. All families are like that, and no family is not dysfunctional. Every fucking family is dysfunctional to some degree or another. So.
At Thanksgiving this past year, my sister prayed. No, my mother told us all to go around. You know how they do the obligatory "tell us what you're thankful for."
Yeah.
And so my sister says, "I'm thankful for my family, even though we're fucking dysfunctional." My mom about lost it. She was so mad. I'm like, "Well, Mom, it's true.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're so mad. It's true." So
every family has dysfunction. It's not possible to be fucking human and have a pack, so to speak, of people that you have to go through your whole fucking life with and not be dysfunctional. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. And a lot of times people, when I was growing up, and I listened to that other show on Talk Show was just kind of making me mad. But growing up, and kind of made me think. Growing up when and I grew up in the inner city, but I was one. Not to say I'm the lucky ones, but I was rare because I had a mother and a father that I think I talked about in one of my shows that lived in the same household and that were married and together, and we had two incomes. So people were jealous of me, even though we were just as poor as the house next door. But because I had that father and mother in the house, some of my childhood friends were a little envious. And I think about that like, wow, it didn't make a difference because if you knew what was going on behind closed doors, you would have thought different, you know. And I think about that sometimes. I'm like, that's very, very, very bizarre. And
Yeah,
you know, like I said,
people's lives are. I mean, that's one thing. You know, I was talking about perception earlier, and that's exactly one point I could make is that what something looks like really means nothing to what's going on inside or behind closed doors. If it's a family or whatever, it really has very little to do with it. And people make judgments based on appearances, and appearances, whether it's physical appearance or the appearance in your case of how your family seemed to be, where in reality it was something different. And so that's why you can't go. That's why they always say, don't judge a book by its cover. And that's the best advice, because you never know what the fuck's going on until you get down deep into the nitty gritty. You just don't know.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm only 6 foot.
Oh, for some reason I thought you were like 6'6" or 6'7" or something. I was like, damn.
You probably see my pictures on Facebook. Now I'm a big boy, but I'm not a tall boy.
Oh,
I'm only 6 foot unless I have heels on, but I'm like 6'2". but my feet hurt too much now. I can't wear heels no more. But
I thought you were really tall. Oh well, that's good. Well, yeah. So you're the same height I am. I'm 6 foot exactly. So
yeah, I'm 6 foot barefooted.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and I guess when I wear shoes, I'm probably 6'2", I guess, but I've never thought of it that way. But I'm 6 foot barefoot. Yeah. So I was going to ask you about that though. Like I told you, people, even though people will look at you a certain way, and obviously with you, we've talked about this before to some degree, and being followed, being shopping while you're black or whatever in your case or whatever, and how people treat you because of how they perceive you to be because you're black or you're imposing because you're bigger, tall. And
I'm a big black buried man, and they think I'm ready to pull out a Glock and start capping people. and to expand on the question, because there's been times where I've went to a place, like especially in this area, where if I go to the interview, I'm more than likely I'm gonna be the only black person interviewing. And then sometimes I get inside my own head, and because I think of how the area the way it is, I'm like, well, and then I have my own securities about my weight, about my size, and I'm like, I don't know, because that's what me and Nicole were talking about. I project what they're thinking about me, because normally I'm really confident.